the same rules don't apply. Whenever you go to any country and you go there as an expat, things are not the same for you as it is generally for the people who have actually spent their entire life there or have actually been born there and grew up there. Now, we have been expats in Denmark, in Germany, and now in Romania. And every single time we have seen that once you come to a new country, and especially in Europe, this is a very prevalent thing, that when you go to a new country, you don't understand the culture, you don't understand the language, you don't understand the finances, the taxes, and so on. It really puts you in a disadvantage many times if you are not actively seeking out a way to figure out what is the system of that particular country. For example, with Bharat in Germany, I'm in touch with a lot of students and also international employees who are working in different companies in Germany. Many times they're like, yeah, do we have to really fill out that income tax return or something, because the money is anyways getting deducted from our monthly salaries and so on. And of course, the Finanzamt would want that you do not file the income tax as long as you're not doing any kind of side business, because they would want to keep the more amount of taxes by themselves. Right? But if you fill out the income tax returns, you add more deductions. You add the deduction of going from your workplace to your job and so on, your work clothes whatsoever there are, any kind of field specific literature, things like that, they can be covered. So this is very important, and these kind of things you have to remember, because again, Finanzamt is not going to come and tell you that you have to do a specific thing. Then another thing, pension, right? What the German state wants is that everybody just keeps on putting their money inside the pension funds, because this money is right away going to actually support the people who are right now old. So this is called a generation contract. The generation who is working right now is paying for the generations who are actually in retirement at the same moment. So generally there's nothing being saved aside for you, very less quantity, so that you essentially are relying on your future generations to pay for you. Now, I personally really think it is a very bad idea to rely on anybody to take care of your own things, and especially when it is something as serious as old age. I know now, for example, Alina's grandparents, they're facing a lot of problems right now because Alina's grandma, her teeth need to be replaced, so everything. And unfortunately, there are two options. There's a cheaper option which costs less. Then there's a more expensive option, where they put the teeth completely inside the gums whatsoever. And there they said that that is going to cost 25,000 euros. 25,000 euros to somebody who only ever earned 800 euros per month throughout their life doing a job in a nursing hospital, taking care of old people and everything. For them, this is the money of a lifetime. This is a lot of money and crazy amounts of money. For us, it does not feel that much right now, but for them, it is definitely a huge amount. And the insurance said that they're just going to take over, 1,800 euros out of it. So the rest of the 23,000 euros, they still have to figure out in a way, one way or the other. But in these kind of scenarios, I personally feel happy that I have been able to put aside money so that when these kind of things happen in the family, that I'm able to give the money to somebody. Recently, I was so proud when my father asked me he's making some purchase or something, and he was like, yeah, can you transfer me 10,000 euros or something? I was like, yeah, I can do it just fine. And I was very happy to do that. And the same way, I think if you're helping out the family, I think there's no better pride, there's no better purpose of your money than to actually help your own family. Now, I don't include friends here or anybody else, because I think friends is still, I don't know, I don't believe in the concept entirely. I mean, it's nice that you can make some nice friends sometime here or there, but personally, I don't believe in that. I think family comes first. Something that is bound by blood is always going to be different than the friends that you search for. So this is something that of course we can take care of now, but if you think about it, if they would have just relied on the insurance companies to take care of their health now, it would have been a massive fuck up. We are now suggesting that maybe we can even take them to Romania or something, and we can get their teeth checked or something, and maybe there are some better alternatives, because from what I've seen, the kind of healthcare you're getting in Romania, it is not worse than Germany, and at many times it is better when you're going to the private hospitals there. So I'm maybe thinking about that option too, because yes, in general 25,000 euros is going to be a decent amount, which would be maybe optimized in some way or the other. We have been through the Romanian healthcare system and we don't have any kind of complaints whatsoever. So again, this is about insurance, and the same thing can happen when you're just relying on the state, thinking that they're going to also pay you your money when you are in the old age. I don't think you should be relying to anybody. The entire idea of socialism is that if something wrong happens to you, we can take care of you and things like that. Like it's the idea of entitlement. Like I need something and I will get it. It's nice, it works at times, but people who rely completely on it, or people who just want a country to become a completely socialist state, they are in for a big surprise, because you have seen over and over again, if you give the money to the government, they are not going to spend it in the most efficient way, because they have a budget every single year and they want to burn that budget till that specific moment so that they get new budget for the next year. Now, otherwise they cannot increase their budgets. And this happens over and over again, and this results in inefficient spending. But if you're doing it on your own, you will take more care of your money and where it is being spent than just relying on somebody else. I highly discourage outsourcing most important decisions of your life to somebody else and say, okay, they're going to take care of us. Nope. That is not the way you should be doing things. If you understand that you have to take care of your finances now, because in the future, with the inflation and everything happening, and even if it stays constant with 2% or something, the kind of pension you will get, this is not going to be sustainable for you to even like pay your rents. Now, for many people, yes, it is going to be nice, the people who are earning a lot of money right now, because for them, the pension that they will be getting will also be more. But for many people, it is not going to be sufficient. And every single year, this kind of number just gets worse. And it's not just in Germany, but throughout the world. So you have to make sure that you take care of your things there. Same rules will never apply. Whenever you go and you become an expat in a specific country, you have to learn about all of these things on your own. Nobody else is going to come and tell you that, hey, this is the thing that you have to do. There's this policy, there's this thing, that thing. No, you have to yourself invest time inside and learn about these things, because again, nobody else cares about your finances, about your life as much as you would. This one line of thought has brought me to very good places, and I'm not planning to giving it up anytime soon, because when you do things on your own, when you have an idea of what is happening in your life, you feel more in control and you're able to steer things in the right direction. So just something that I wanted to give you as a food for your thought, so that you can think about it, you can work on it, and start investing in yourself. My younger brother, for example, he's 24 now. He will be 24 in June. And I've been telling him for a very long time that, like, it is about time that you should start a business on your own, some kind of side business whatsoever. It is very important. You cannot keep on relying on one single job. But every single time, like, it just doesn't end up in a good conversation or something. Like, it just ends up with like, yeah, I'm not like interested in listening to this right now and I'm thinking about it or something like that. But I know that if I wouldn't have thought about starting my business like with 22 or something, I think I would have had a lot less leeway. I mean, of course, there are these motivational speakers who keep on saying, yeah, it's never too late and everything. But I do believe that the earlier you can try things out, the better it is going to be for you in life, because the liabilities that you have at a younger age are very, very less. I could still try these things out at 22. At 22, I registered my first business. Now I'm 26 and we have a lot of different kind of brands which are running successfully. I'm super grateful about it. But if I wouldn't have given myself this go at 22 years of age, I don't think I would be doing this right now. Maybe I would have gone into a completely different direction, because again, you have family, you have to take care of the family, and these things can really overburden you. So from the very first day, just like think about taking care of yourself. Think about taking care of the old person you will become one day. You will not forever stay young. So for those kind of scenarios, you already have to plan in advance. And also in the process, if you're able to help out your family so that they're able to get a better life for themselves too. I mean, it's not donation, like if they have helped you out in any shape or form, no decent person has problems in helping them back. And of course, they're like, bad members and good members of the family and so on. Can be a whole discussion of its own. Yeah. I think people really underestimate how much businesses are also built on philosophies and, let's say, working principles. Then it is just about like what kind of product you're selling and what kind of service you're offering whatsoever. Because these kind of philosophies, these kind of like work ethics that you have, they also spill over to any kind of products or any kind of services that you're offering. For example, the courses that I have, I'm like a huge proponent of not outsourcing your decisions. And the same thing is also shown in my online courses. The same thing is also showing when I'm taking care of my finances, and the same thing is also showing when I'm doing marketing consulting with different kind of companies. So take care of these things. If you have any kind of questions whatsoever, you can let me down in the comment section below. If you have suggestions for videos that you would like to see, also let me know about them, and I will see you in another video.